Have you ever bought something that checked all the boxes and seemed awesome, but it turned out to be an expensive turd? I have for sure, but in this case, I'm talking about what was supposed to be a great economic chair to help my back as I worked from home during COVID. I previously had a lazy boy office chair that was getting fairly uncomfortable, and when the work from home restrictions hit in March of 2021, I realized that I needed a new chair. I googled the best ergonomic chairs and came down to Secret Labs and a new chair to the market. Razer's first foray into chairs was the Razer Iskur. Razer describes its features as ergonomic lumbar support system, multi-layered synthetic leather, high-density foam cushions, 4D armrests, engineered to carry between 5'6" and 6'2" with a maximum weight of 300 pounds. Released in October of 2020, the chair was touted as being pure ergonomic bliss by Janae Sites from GameSpot in February of 2021. After some reviews and looking at how the chairs appeared, I settled on the Razer Iskur and found a great sale on Amazon. I bought the chair on March 29, 2021, and it was delivered soon after. Putting the chair together was pretty simple and easy with better instructions than IKEA furniture, and that's saying a lot. The newer version of the chair, version 2, is currently listed at the time of recording at Canadian $849.99 plus tax for the XL edition and $899.99 for standard. For a while, the chair was pretty comfortable and the lumbar support was helping my back and posture get better. I didn't get any complaints until October of 2021. I was noticing quite a lot of wobbling from the chair and noticed that the welds by the gas canister were cracked when I looked underneath. But before I continue, let's just be clear that I have never been more than 255 pounds and currently 228 pounds, and I'm just over 6 feet tall. I don't abuse my chairs, and I use it daily for work and for personal computer usage in the evenings. Getting back to the first warranty issue, I had contact back and forth with customer service explaining the situation and providing pictures. This interaction occurred from October 11th to November 8th of that year when I finally received the replacement parts. I had to escalate it a few times as they were having issues with getting a response from their Asia Pacific supplier, but they kept in regular contact with me. I was able to install it and it worked well for a time. Razer Support also gave me a free Snacky Snack plushie as an appeasement for the long wait, which finally arrived on December 1st of 2021. As if by clockwork comes October of 2022, specifically October 11th of 2022. I started another service request as the gas lift had failed. This interaction occurred until the end of November when I got the correct tracking for the FedEx, and it arrived soon after along with a replacement headrest as an appeasement for this one. April of 2023, we were called back to the office 3 days a week, so I was still using the chair for 2 days at home, plus my personal computer time. Things were good for a year and a half, and the 4th week of July 2024, I started noticing that the backrest was sagging a bit on the right-hand side. I was off that week, so I grabbed my tools and took the backrest off and looked closely at the lever section to see if there was a loose bolt or something. I couldn't figure it out. I tightened everything back up and put the chair back together. It didn't do any good. Then, on July 26, just after 9 a.m., I hear a loud snap, and my backrest just fell limp. I took a look around to see if I could figure out what happened, and I saw a tear in the right side where the level was positioned. Looked inside, and I saw broken metal. I grabbed my tools again, took the backrest off, removed the right side lever assembly, grabbed a knife and opened up the section and saw the culprit. There was a metal bracket welded to the frame that supported it, then completely broke off. It wasn't the welds, it was just the metal itself. It wasn't bent, it just snapped in the pattern that you see. I initiated contact with support again on July 27th, but knowing this time that my 3-year warranty was up earlier in March. I said what happened and described the issue, as well as provided pictures and videos of before and after I took it apart, stating that it appeared to be a defect in the metal itself, as I was following every usage. Back and forth conversation took place between then and July 31st, where I was told that they were unwilling to help me as the warranty period was done and what occurred was considered normal wear and tear. They offered to let me buy the seat assembly for $87 plus tax, and they sent me a quote saying as much. Later that day, I went to Costco and picked up a new chair that feels exactly the same as the one, so either the DPS sub $200 chair is just as good as the overpriced Razer Iskur, or the Razer Iskur is of very low quality. I wasn't expecting coverage on a basic issue, but what I saw and asked some metalworker friends of mine indicated to me that it was a defect that persisted beyond the 3-year warranty and should have been covered. In the end, it wasn't. So here's my final review. The chair is not worth the $660.86 I paid for it. Definitely not worth the $900, but more realistically in the range of maybe $250. The support team did keep in regular contact with me, and they were very kind, but in the end, it took far too long to resolve all of the issues. Supplier in the first warranty instance also took too long to find the part. The second that base 3 warranty is up, you're not going to get any coverage or help. I did not buy their extended warranty Razer Care at the time of purchase, as I went through Amazon, and the chair was already expensive enough, but it was indicated to me that if I had it, this issue might have been covered. I didn't ask further as I didn't see a point. Would I recommend this chair to anybody? No. Given it's been discontinued and replaced with a V2 edition, does any of this matter? That's up to you. From the service perspective, I would say so, but as for the chair itself, I can only speak to my experience with the first version. There are positives and negatives to the story, but in the end, my Razer Iskur is dead, and now being used as a footrest. I had to tape up the area where the rip was, and it's just sitting there. I have no idea what to do with the backrest, and given how much I've already put into this chair, I don't really care to replace the seat as I don't have the faith the metal will hold up over time, and I'll be right back to the start. I am enjoying the new chair so far, and it feels the same for significantly cheaper. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as my channel is small, and I would love for it to grow over time.